Hello everybody. If you're a regular subscriber, you'll know I have a fascination for fusion bonsai and trying to create one large bonsai out of many small bonsai. This is something I threw together last year, having found that ash trees seem to fuse together better than most species. I've tried throwing just a whole clump together and hoping that they will fuse at the base and gradually work their way up, sort of grouping branches into several multi-trunks at the same time. So yeah, that's just a silly little experiment that I'm trying. So all I'm going to do with this one is cut it back. If you're wondering what the yellow thing is in the centre there, that's a piece of hose pipe that I just shoved in just to keep the branches apart from one another. This one, I think I want it to come out in this direction a bit more, so I'm going to put a guy wire on there, but yeah, for now it's just a question of cutting all of these twigs back to a bud. A few very tiny ones. I might leave that one. I'm going to leave that one. It's got some growing to do. Now I'm not being particularly careful about how I'm doing this. I just want some ramification of these branches. Again, a guy wire on there might be good. I'm going to cut it back first anyway. Okay, so that may seem just a bit slapdash, but I know with these ash trees I'm going to get lots of back budding, and as I said, so far they've shown to me that they fuse better than any of the other species that I've tried. So I'm going to carry on using them in that manner. Now I do want to put a little guy wire on this piece, so hopefully this piece of wire will be strong enough to hold it. Little hook underneath to hook in under the lip of the pot there, and then I can just pull that down. I'll put a piece of wire over, and that's just pulled that into position, and this one's fairly falling into position anyway, so I'm just going to leave the rest as they are, and that's all the work I'm going to do to this tree. We'll come back and look at it and see how it's getting on at another time. I may put a guy wire on that piece at some point as well, but for now that'll do for this tree. Again, if you're a subscriber, you won't be at all surprised that I'm trying to do a root over rock project. This one hasn't worked out too well. A couple of the trees seem to be moving away from the rock rather than gripping onto it, but hopefully that'll sort itself out in time. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to clamp those together. I may have to come up with some kind of fancy contraption to do that. But for now it's just going to be the removal of some of these growths that are very much in the wrong place. Like so. Some of these aren't needed, and I want to put the energy into the trunk of the tree growing into different places. And then I'm just going to shorten these taller pieces back, and I'll hopefully get lots of ramification and some interesting shapes being thrown out. Lose that. Shorten that to there, and take off that other leader that otherwise will compete. Couple of nice fat buds there. And that's it for that tree. I will probably remove some of the surface of the substrate and give them some slow release fertilizer, but otherwise try and get these little shoots that are growing from the base. I'm just going to leave one. It might be helpful to fatten these trunks up on this side of the tree, and they might just push them over to help bring those roots back in line with the rock. Otherwise this is a bit of a going nowhere tree. Okay, here's another ash root over rock project. Much more success with this one. I need to clean off this top, all this moss and things, so I can give them a bit of slow release fertilizer, but it's growing very well. All of the roots seem to be hanging on and gripping that rock quite nicely. I'll give you a bit of a close-up of that. The roots are actually gripping the rock quite nicely. It's a kind of marble rock, so that's quite interesting. We have a root that's come over the top, the tree has come out the other side, and that's perfect. It's caused the tree to sit down onto this rock quite firmly. Next year I'll have to repot these, but for this year I'm not going to. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the way it's growing now. Coming back out, this piece, as I said, it's this root here. I'm not going to cut it all the way back straight away. I'm going to cut it back to about just there. I have another piece coming through and under, which I'm going to leave in place. I'm going to start removing all these side pieces. Going to shorten that one, but otherwise leave it. This one's coming off. So lots of side shoots from the from what are now the roots. I'm going to lose them straight away. there with my scissors, cut that off, and that's off. Going to cut all these little shoots away. Okay, so we have a dead piece here at the top, so that's going to need to come off. Back to a live portion. Okay, that's held in place with a bit of wire, so take it off there, and just above the wire I should be able to just pull that out. Perfect. Okay, so it's fused underneath anyway, so that's holding on. This piece is still alive, Let me just do the fingernail test. Nope, it's green underneath, so it's still alive. Okay, and then I'm just going to shorten back everything to a bud. There's a nice juicy bud there, and another one there. Okay, so that's it again for this tree. All seems very drastic, but the tree's going to bud out all over, hopefully, and we'll continue to fuse this portion, and then once we've got a nice chunky piece of fused tree here, then we can worry about styling the crown. Okay, and here's a different one again, something I haven't got in my collection, and it dawned on me, if I was going to try and do a fusion tree over a rock, well, why not try and do a fusion tree as a root exposed tree? So I planted these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trees. No, 7 trees. 7 trees, all far apart from one another, and then brought in the fusing at this point, leaving these to become the exposed root for an exposed root style tree. Same treatment though for all the others. Let me just give you a close-up of those roots. So yeah, we've got an interesting exposed root pattern. It's just something different, it's just a bit of fun. You know, I don't want to be pretentious about my bonsai. I'm very, you know, this is what I do and this is what I like to do, and I'm just having fun with it. So yeah, so I'm just going to be pruning back this tree quite hard, taking off all the little bits that I don't want. So all these pieces that are growing out of what are now the exposed root area, I don't particularly want that area to fatten up any, so I'm going to remove those pieces that are kind of in the wrong place and aren't really going to serve any purpose in a final design, like so. There's a chunky piece coming out of that root, so we'll lose that. Okay, so this piece I'm going to just shorten back to a pair of fat buds. Likewise this piece. And that piece. I'm going to keep this piece but shorten it, and then cut that back to there. Don't think I like this piece. It's a long straight piece. I can live without that. So there we have it, an exposed root ash tree, and we'll come back and see these at a later date. I am going to start another project using some ash seedlings, which I'll make a video of in a couple of days' time, and that'll be trying to start a fusion root over rock project entirely from seed, so that might be interesting. In the meantime, thank you for watching. Please look after yourselves and stay safe.